All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, am I live? All right, I'm live. All right, so breaking news comes out, right? I'm watching YouTube. Gene Hackman's property infested with rats and Haunta disease and other animals that were dead. So now the evidence has come out that his wife did die of Haunta. And does it make sense? I don't. Yeah, you know what? And what's crazy is, was it really CB or Haunta disease? Now we have to discuss this in probably another video, but if you live in the country or wilderness or where it's real dry or numerous conditions, a lot of mice or rats or animals, uh, like in the country, right? Farms, uh, communities with animals and stuff, you come across diseases, right? And it makes sense. They lived in where, New Mexico or something like that. Very dry conditions. Um, and many rat nests on the property and rats. So, man, that probably explains that. And then, not including the dog feces and other animals' feces on the property and stuff. So, they might be right. It might have been a haven for haunted disease, that whole area. We are overpopulated. I know Australia just went through like the worst. They said it was like a plague, like back in the days of just millions of mice getting in everything, crapping everywhere. Maybe it's a haunted thing. I don't know. Probably it could be. But let's watch a little bit of video here from the Shoguns or Cinema Shoguns channel.
Health conducted an environmental assessment back in March, 1 week after Gene Hackman was found dead alongside wife Betsy, who died from hantavirus syndrome, or hantavirus pulmonary syndrome caused by hantavirus. Speaking of the hantavirus, I'm a little under the weather right now myself. I can't even breathe out of my nose. So I am really powering through to bring you guys these videos. It kind of hurts to talk. I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just trying to let you guys know why I sound kind of weird, at least in these latest videos. But you see what I mean here? If the public health department comes and finds all of these rat nests and all of this stuff, just let people know. Because when you come out of nowhere and say, hey, oh, well, I guess Betsy just dropped dead out of nowhere from the hantavirus, people are going to have questions. People were already curious about this case. There were other details that investigators got wrong that really threw people off, kind of made me feel weird about the case as well. So I just feel like this is information that should have been released. But it gets worse, folks. It gets worse. Now, this deadly disease spreads through rats and mouse urine and droppings, often picked up when someone's cleaning out attics or basements. In Hackman and Betsy's case, rodent feces were found in 3 different garages, 2 casitas, and 3 sheds on their property. A live rodent was found, a dead rodent was found, and a rodent nest was found in 3 different detached garages. So they got rat's nest in all of their garages. 2 vehicles on the property were also found with signs of rodents, nest droppings, and sightings of the pests. Investigators even discovered live traps set up in the outbuildings, suggesting the infestation had been going on. So this whole place is overrun with rats. The rats are even in the cars. They have rats' nests in the cars. I don't know if these are cars that Gene Hackman was driving around every day. I don't know much about his car collection. Maybe these were like old school vehicles that he just had in the garage. You know, this guy has a lot of money. I don't know.
All right, I want to point something out that Cinema Shogun said. Now, let me put his channel in my chat. Did I copy that? Hold on. Let me put his channel in my chat and in the description. And I want to point out something that he did say uh, that's very important. That rat feces or mouse feces was found in the cars and very well might have been and in the ductwork. So if they ever turn the air conditioner on, I think I already posted it in the thing. It's in the chat right there. Every time they use the vehicle and turned on their air conditioning system or heat, uh, them particles from the mouse poop or rat poop would have came out. Now, some of it would have got trapped properly. Well, depending on where the nest was, whether it was past the cabin air filter system where air from outside your car comes in through the cabin uh, filter system, just like your HVAC system in your house. You got a filter inside of that. You change once a month, once every 4 months, whatever, depending on how or where you live, how dusty it is. And if you don't change that, it builds up. So if it would have been trapped in that filter if the nest was before that filter. But if the nest was inside the dash where the heat or the air conditioner comes out after that cabin, that air filter cabin, then they would have been breathing it in. And it's obvious they had a mouse problem or a rat problem there and other animals. So are these rats a problem? Yes. And it very well could be that Haunta maybe mutated into CV. The symptoms are very similar. So yeah, very well possible. It's sad too. I like Gene Hackman. He was a dang good uh, actor. Gene Hackman was a pretty good actor. Let's listen to see what else he's got to say.
But I mean, yeah, the hantavirus, when they said it, everyone felt weird about it. But hearing these details, it kind of makes you, it warms you up to accepting what we've been told. Because this is bigger than, oh, maybe there was a mouse loose in Gene Hackman's house. No, the whole damn property, including vehicles, were infested, nest and all. But let's go forward. The New Mexico Department of Health did a risk assessment on March 5th to make sure first responders and family members who had been on the property were safe. Luckily, they found the primary residence to be low risk with no signs of rodent activity inside. Since Betsy's death, the rare hantavirus has sparked fear, with 3 more victims recently succumbing to the disease in the Northern California town of Mammoth Lakes. Betsy called a medical concierge service on February 12th, just a day before officials confirmed her death. Gene Hackman passed away around February 17th or 18th due to heart disease and advanced Alzheimer's disease unrelated to the hantavirus. And I still got questions about the Alzheimer's. And yes, I say Alzheimer's. I know that I'm not. Go ahead and freak out in the comments below. But I just feel like we could have gotten this information sooner, like back on March 5th. And then maybe you wouldn't see all of these crazy videos.
Well, I can say this much, Cinema Shogun, sir. Maybe there is an outbreak there, and they didn't want to panic people. But it's obvious that whole area around there might be infested, like you're saying, with rats, and it's very dry there too. So, yeah, once it goes airborne, they could be breathing it in, not even knowing it, or they could have touched something that rats have been on. And mice always clean. If you buy something from the thrift store, you bring it home, clean it, wipe it down with bleach. Same thing with your clothes. You buy something at a thrift store, t-shirt or something, even a real store, brand new. Uh, I always wash it, put a little bit of bleach in it, right? So it's very sad. Like I said, Gene Hackman was a great actor, and maybe we got a problem, folks. I mean, people think it's not a problem, but it is a problem. Eventually, these rodents will, their diseases will mutate, and their crap will pile up. So it's got to be, you got to deal with it. You got to get rid. It's like mosquitoes. We know many people have died from mosquito bites. It's very sad, but yeah, you might not have been gay, but after you got bit by that mosquito, well, now you are. I'm just telling the world the truth, Lord. I mean, that's what these scientists are saying. And that's what the professionals are saying. So I would believe it. It's sad, but sometimes it's true. Now, on this channel, I am going to be blocking people and getting rid of people because I just can't put up with the mind games and the madness and everything. I don't have the mind for it anymore. I gotta remain cool. And that's not our evil. They released that evil through us. Um, and yeah, it's just too crazy for me. Now, I want you folks to be safe. Keep an eye on the weather. We all sin, but remember to ask for forgiveness. Don't kill anybody. That's a real bad sin. Uh, and don't be stealing people's souls and everything. That's very bad. Very bad. Stealing people's lives and all that. Very bad stuff, folks. All right, you folks have a good night. I will be back with more content.